Carlin Pickens only behind Texas Tech's Nigeri Kennedy. She faces an Arkansas team that went 39-11 and won its last 6 SEC series, beginning with the road series win at Tennessee. What a matchup we have in store. 0-2 for Johnson. Down she goes on just 3 pitches.
Just a lot of indecisiveness. But I'll tell you what, Tennessee chose in that series in March to go at Bri Ellis. We've seen her get pitched around a lot in the for Carlin Pickens. When you go back and look at how Tennessee worked against Bri Ellis, they really wanted to try to throw her hard and inside and not let her hands get extended. Yep. Because she, I think, is so worried about being early that Carlin Pickens pulls the changeup out of her back pocket and gets her out in front.
The 2-2 pitch that Bri Ellis has made possible this year. On 2-2, she hits a slow ground ball to short. It's cut off at third by Taylor Panel. 76 miles per hour. Herron against Kinsey Fiedler. First pitch put in play to second. And a ground out to Carly Davison. And she spins one in there to Morgan for strike 3. In the books. She chases in the dirt. Herron and Pickens both with 2 strikeouts. 3-1 from Pickens here. Ball. That's up and away. Carlin Pickens ripped through a 1-2-3 first, but she walks day to begin the second.
Ramping the machines up.
And a nasty changeup to strike out Wyckoff. That's 3.
That last year as the SEC Pitcher of the Year, she was fantastic this year.
Ella McDowell laces one to right. It's caught by Alana Leach. Very well struck. Pickens 2-2 is grounded over to short, and Laura Mueller makes the short flip.
85th home run, the grand slam against Georgia and the SEC tournament.
That is such a cool story, Taylor. It's such a great visual. There's so many notes in there. With a 1-1 count on Gabby Leach. She got 2 first pitch outs here in the second. Ball. Been banged up a little bit, so she's not in the field today. 934 OPS, 286 hitter, having a nice offensive year.
Longtime assistant.
3-2, another called third strike, and Robin Herron has been perfect through 2. The pitcher's duel has been on so far. Only 1 base runner combined, and 6 combined strikeouts between Pickens and Robin Herron. And Rijo goes down swinging for Pickens' 4th punch-out.
Of the success that she has had, especially the past couple of years.
He's just doing what the protocol says to do. Right field, here's Leach ducking into the second out.
First time through the order for Carlin Pickens, but Reagan Johnson just extending this at bat, put more pressure on her.
Right back to Pickens, who ends the battle on the 10th. A super regional. And Arkansas, by some folks in the know, is thought to have maybe a slightly better resume. Plus, they won 2 of 3 at Tennessee. What a play at second. Carly Davison takes away a hit from Laura Mueller.
Not going anywhere yet, thinking that Bri Ellis might have pulled her foot, and I think that we're going to challenge from Karen Weekly. But what a read by Carly Davison and an angle throwing from her, going for the stretch with those long legs. Maybe she did.
Right there. Is her foot still on the base? It's hard.
FAU, who's coached by Jordan Clark, who used to be on staff at Arkansas.
Small softball world we live in, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Here's Alana Leach, sophomore. Swings and misses. Mueller's on the run, and Mueller is out. Who strikes out swinging? Well, she'd be making Mary proud right now. Change up after change.
We saw to end the third inning where she went deep into the count, fouled off some pitches after a quick strikeout in her first AB. Was an adjustment.
Reagan Kramer, chopper to second. No play for Dodge.
To have the patience to just try to guess or hope that they're finally got a pitch to you.
Ellis blasted right center field. That's an alley ball off the fence, and Ellis is into second with a stand-up double.
And then down with the changeup. She didn't bite at it. The way that she's swinging it this year is not going to miss a pitch like that.
Reach base 13 games in a row. She's ready for a 2-2. It's strike three.
Able to go up in the zone with, took even about 5 to 6 miles an hour off of it.
A ground ball to second. Well picked by Dodge. And they've got Kramer hung up and 2 runners at third. But Nugent throws the ball away and 2-run score. Ellis is hurt on the play. Wyckoff got all the way to third, 2 runs scored, and Bree Ellis has to be helped to her feet. Arkansas has the first 2 runs. Mistake from Tennessee.
The mistake was not by Ella Dodge. That was a great play, but Kramer decided to run, then stopped and put pressure on Tennessee's defense to get into a rundown. And look at the hustle by Bree Ellis, which was a very scary moment when she went in because of how awkwardly she went in. Great hustle by her, and this was...
Let's see, right there.
Yeah, by the glove, yeah.
The glove of Pickens.
That was a really scary one.
Okay, and hopefully she can laugh off what looked like a soccer player sliding to score a goal into the plate. Ball, it's a runner at third, 1 out for Ella McDowell, who grounds one back to Pickens. Pickens to first, well done. They've lost 4 games this year when she has started and not allowed an earned run. And she does not allow an earned run here, but she allows 2 runs all the same. It was not a graceful, but offensively, the 4th lowest scoring team in the league, only 6 hits a game in league play, and they only have an infield single through 3 innings.
One of the best team ERAs in the entire country. It just, sometimes they make those defensive mistakes with Carlin Pickens in the circle, who's just being fantastic, but those runs across, and then it's hard for them to get back in.
Fiedler spins the ground ball back to Herron. 1 series at Oklahoma and at Texas, there's still a lot of room to grow offensively.
Yeah, and Karen Weekly said, to your point, if we want to be...
She's been their 9-hitter much of the year, batting second today behind Fiedler. And she strikes out on another ball in the dirt, looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Down to third, McDowell couldn't make the play, and that's a rarity. Tennessee had 3 home runs as a team last weekend against A&M. Nugent had all 3. Been a mainstay for Tennessee the last couple of years, and remember, she committed the throwing error in the top of the inning to bring in 2 for Arkansas. She cannot get the runs back. Another 2-strike changeup and another finish with a flourish.
She is just a junior. We still get to see her for 1 more year.
Truly frightening thought for SEC opponents. Natalia Rijo wasn't waiting around for strike 2
at all in any of the numbers that you see. It's like just a little fastball in the end. She said she's worked hard to eliminate that.
Johnson slaps one to left field, down for a base hit. The first batter to reach in a 2-strike count today after 18 straight batters. She said some of the younger girls that were in our organization back in the day have no idea my name's not actually Jimmy. And she is their leader, whatever first name she goes by. Over to second, Dodge. Another scoreless inning for...
Yeah. Coming off of a 3-game series against Texas A&M and Knoxville last weekend, where they had to face Emily Kennedy a couple of times, and now they have to face Robin Herron. I mean, they've gotten a heavy dose from the left-hand side.
That's put in play on a 2-strike count, but routinely for Wyckoff. Only allowed 1 to Georgia yesterday. This is popped up by Gabby Leach. Davison, the second baseman, has the second out. On the ground past McDowell, Rijo in the hole. Great lunge, but no chance to get Mueller, who has both of Tennessee's hits.
Infield singles, 1 to second, now 1 to shortstop, where we've seen Rijo cover a lot of ground up the middle of the field in the 5-6 hole. Impressive she could even get to this. And then look how quick she gets to her feet.
2 outs. 7 for 27 on the year. Only 1 extra base hit was a double.
Aubrey, one of the Tennessee greats.
Herron's 1-2.
And then Karen Weekly looks at her and says, come on back, as she moves back. There's Aubrey behind the on-deck hitter, directly behind. That is Alana's sister, who's wearing the orange hat right behind her.
Sneaks away from Miller. She'll throw to second base, and Mueller just snuck in there.
Steps away from her, and her arm is so good that that was a closer play at second base. And
Hit in the pass ball, got a runner at second, and a ground ball to second. Davison throws her out. Ellis has one of the big hits of the game with her 4th inning double, and she gets under this one from Pickens. Fiedler comes in from center, and Bri Ellis 1 for 3 today. Courtney Day sizzles one to Dodge. As nails as ever. 2-2 count here. She struck out 7. She's not walked a soul. And she vaporizes Wyckoff for the junior Robin Herron. That ball smacked to center. Ella Dodge with a base hit out of the 9 spot. Pitch she sees from Herron. Fiedler, a Washington transfer, tied the Tennessee triples record this year. Great speed. They're thinking she might try to lay down a bunt at the Arkansas corners.
Kinsey Fiedler has 8 triples, 7 doubles and 8 triples. And before the season started, Karen Weekly actually had almost a premonition, I guess, and told Kinsey Fiedler, I think this year you're going to set the Tennessee triples record.
She's homered twice. Been a wonderful addition from Washington. 2nd best on-base percentage on the team. 2nd highest average. With Dodge at first, a 1-2. Fiedler takes it in the dirt. Two and 2 for the triple threat. Big pitch in the making. Fiedler takes. Savia Morgan has punched out twice. The freshman bunts. It's a good one. It's a base hit. Thrown into right field and backed up by Wyckoff. She'll hold Morgan at first. Panel first pitch swing, a slow ground ball to short. Rijo goes to first late. Infield single. Put the ball in play, and beautiful things can happen. Here's Sophia Nugent. First pitch rip, that's popped up out of play. Committed the throwing error that led to 2 Arkansas runs. Another one fouled back. Maybe that sets up the changeup.
Just last weekend, Nugent hit 3 home runs in the series against Texas A&M.
A fly ball blasted to center. It's not quite deep enough. Johnson took it away at the top of the wall.
Unbelievable with their athleticism. Look at her track this back, finds the wall with her hand, and then jumps at the perfect moment.
1-2 coming. Got her swinging. Inning over. Tennessee gets one.
And that she starts her pitch. Look how spread out her feet are.
McDowell to third. A 5-hole on Taylor Panel, and now both third basemen have reached on an error. Now Miller swinging away, ground ball to short. And she is safe at first. Beat Carlin Pickens in extra. Win 9-0 in the next game. And it's just been a rocket-fueled trip from there on out to the 5 seed. Two teams that could have gone into the tank at different points instead emerged with two of the 5 best records in the SEC. To get to OKC. Rijo strikes out. It's the 9th punch out today for Carlin Pickens.
Could tell that Davidson is trying to be early. It's hands to these fast speeds and is out. She was a tough out. She made Carlin Pickens work.
Slaps this ball to third. Panel doesn't have a play. It's an infield single.
Now they've been seeing her better.
Well, Reagan Kramer, who walks as much as anybody, has seen 7 pitches, 7 strikes. Swings at the first pitch, up in the air to deep right field. It's gone! Reagan Kramer, grand slam off Carlin Pickens. She can't believe it. Her dugout's losing their mind. They're loving every minute of it. Kramer with the
hitter. So I guarantee Karen Weekly came out and said to Carlin Pickens a reminder, go at this hitter. Bree Ellis is on deck, the grand slam hitter from yesterday. And when you're Reagan Kramer, the bases are loaded. First pitch and really gives insurance runs to Arkansas.
Now Ellis with a base hit through the left side. I mean, it feels like every time Reagan Kramer comes up. I think Torrey ended up with that ball in the midst of all that madness.
Oh yeah.
Out in the studio, proudly displaying it. Has given Arkansas a mighty cushion.
And Reagan Johnson has been the difference maker, the game changer throughout this game. The at-bat that changed the momentum for Arkansas's confidence against Pickens.
Great snag there. McDowell lunging to retire Leach. And this was a chance for them to stamp a resume they hope is going to be a top 8 seed. Before Sunday's selection, I know you got a couple of days left, but what are you eyeballing?
You know, who's going to grab that 15-16 seed? Is Texas Tech going to slide in there as a national seed, or will Nyjah Kennedy be on the road?
Leads to left, out number 2. They don't get a chance to boost the resume. Oklahoma's absolutely in the mix. They'll play the winner of this game tomorrow.
With the resumes that they've put together.
That one through the wickets of Miller's having a tough sequence here in those crooked number innings. And there's the first walk of the game handed out by Heron. Up by 5. Fiedler, a fly ball to right field. That will end it. Arkansas wins 6-1, and the Razorbacks have a date with Oklahoma in tomorrow's semifinals. Robin Heron was brilliant, and Reagan Kramer's grand inning means the Razorbacks will hang loose for at least another day here in Athens.